Sobrang abuso na po ang ginagawa ng China. Palibhasa, walang paniniwala yan sa Diyos. Walang paniniwala sa human rights. At walang paniniwala sa tinatawag nating compassion. Tama na. Napakalaki niyong bansa at nagmamayabang kayong mayaman kayo. Pati ang Pilipinas na napakaliit, ang Pilipinas na wala lamang gustong gawin, kundi pagtanggol ang kanyang kasarinlan, kundi protektahan ang tubig na tayo ang nagmamayari. Nais ko pong sabihin sa mga China, tumigil na po kayo. Magandang hapon po, Mr. Speaker, my dear colleague, mga kababayan. Ako po ay nagpapasalamat sa pagkakataon na ibinigay sa akin upang mailahad ko sa senaryong ito ang dapat na malaman ng taong bayan. Nanghihinayang lamang ako sapagkat umalis na yung ating mga bisita ng mga general ng Armed Forces na dapat nilang marinig ang sasabihin ko. Subalit unang-una, bago ko magsimula, Mr. Speaker, ay gusto ko munang i-recognize ang U.S. Ambassador Mary Kay Carlson na kanyang kinundina ang China sa paggamit ng water cannon doon po sa Sabina Shoal laban sa ating mga fishermen. Yan po ang punto ng aking personal and collective privilege ngayong hapon. Pero sana gusto ko pong sabihin sa U.S. Ambassador, hindi lamang dapat kinondem ang ginawa ng China. Sana po, bilang katunayan na ang Pilipinas ay masyadong malapit na alay ng Amerika, ay dapat winarningan na po ng U.S. ang China sapagkat ilang beses nang ginawa po ito. Dapat, kung talagang tayo po'y punoprotektahan ng US, dapat lamang na hindi i-condemn ang ginawa ng China. Kundi dapat ay nagbigay ng warning sa China tungkol sa mga bagay na ito. So therefore, Mr. Speaker, my dear colleague, I rise today on a matter of personal and collective privilege as chair of the House Committee on Human Rights to bring to the attention of this august chamber a grave incident that strikes at the very heart of our sovereignty, our dignity, and our duty to protect our people. Just days ago, tulad po na nabanggit ko na, Filipino fishermen were injured after Chinese forces used high-pressure water cannons against their fishing boats near Escoda, also known as Sabina Shoal, in the West Philippine Sea. Let me be clear, Mr. Speaker. These were not military vessels. These were Filipino fishermen, civilians, whose only so-called crime was exercising their legitimate right. And I would like to repeat those words, Mr. Speaker. Legitimate rights to fish in our own waters. They were unarmed. They were earning an honest living. They were fishing within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone. To injure them through force and intimidation is an affront not just to our sovereignty, but to basic human dignity. According to the Philippine Coast Guard, at least 5 China Coast Guard vessels, assisted by Chinese maritime militia ships, harassed around 20 Filipino fishing boats for several hours. For the first time, Mr. Speaker, water cannons directly struck the boats, resulting in physical injuries to civilians. Mr. Speaker, this is not merely a maritime or diplomatic dispute. When state-backed forces deliberately target civilians with dangerous methods, this is no longer just a diplomatic issue. It is a human rights issue. International humanitarian and human rights norms are clear. Civilians must be protected from violence, intimidation, and cruel treatment. No fisherman should have to choose between feeding his family and risking injury in the waters of his own country. Ito po ay nasa ating bansa, Mr. Speaker. In our own country. As chair of the House Committee on Human Rights, I cannot and will not remain silent when ordinary Filipinos are harmed for asserting rights that are lawful, legitimate, and recognized under international law. Our fishermen deserve protection. We must continue to stand firm through diplomatic, legal, and multilateral means in defending both our sovereign rights and the fundamental rights of our people. Mr. Speaker, I also wish to place on record a call to the international community. The deafening silence of the international community only emboldens abuse. The world must not close its eyes when in broad daylight ordinary Filipinos are harmed simply for asserting their lawful rights. Tinatawagan ko po ang international community na magsalita naman tungkol dito. Hindi lang po tayong mga Pilipino, kundi sila na nangunguna at tinatawag nating karapatang pantao. Dapat sila na ay magsalita laban sa ginawa ng China. Sa mga fishermen po natin na wala lang po silang gustong gawin kundi mangisda at kumita ng kahit na kaunting salapi. This house, ito pong House of the People, meron po tayong responsibility, Mr. Speaker, to speak, to document, and to stand with our people. Kaya po ako nakatayo dito upang sabihin ko ito sa inyo. At upang sabihin din po natin sa DFA, napakarami ng note verbal, napakarami ng mga notices, napakarami ng mga dokumento ang ginawa ng DFA. Pero wala na tayong dapat na gawin pa. Our fishermen are not combatants. They are civilians. They are Filipinos. And they deserve justice protection and the full defense of this republic. Ipaglaban po natin sila. Ngayon, bukas, at hanggat kinakailangan. Sobrang abuso na po ang ginagawa ng China. Palibhasa, walang paniniwala yan sa Diyos. Walang paniniwala sa human rights. At walang paniniwala sa tinatawag nating compassion. Kaya ngayong hapong ito, Mr. Speaker, ay gusto ko pong sabihin sa China, tama na. Masyado na kayong ginawang pambubuli sa amin eh. Tama na. Napakalaki niyong bansa at nagmamayabang kayong mayaman kayo. Pati ang Pilipinas na napakaliit, ang Pilipinas na wala lamang gustong gawin, kundi pagtanggol ang kanyang kasarinlan, kundi protektahan ang tubig na tayo ang nagmamayari. Nais ko pong sabihin sa mga China, tumigil na po kayo. Sobra na po ang ginagawa ninyo. Nang aapi na po kayo. Maraming salamat po, Mr. Speaker, sa aking mga kasamahan dito. May God bless us all at ang buong bansang Pilipinas.
Thank you.